In comparison to other VR headsets that you may be familiar with, the HTC Vive XR Elite is rather unique in how it actually fits onto your head. The most prominent difference here being is that there is no overarching headband. Instead, the snug fit comes from the pressure that is placed both on the back and the front of your head. Whilst this is certainly an interesting approach, in my experience, unless you get the fit absolutely right, it can at times be a little bit uncomfortable. If you don't have the adjustment tight enough, then as you move about in the VR environment, the headset will also move a little bit more than it is supposed to. On the other hand, if this is too tightly adjusted, then it's going to be quite uncomfortable, and when you remove the headset, you'll have that red face. That said, it isn't a bad approach to take. You just have to spend a little bit of time finding that sweet level, and once you do that, the headset is rather comfortable. However, the XR Elite is also rather modular, and you do have another choice in how to wear this headset, and that is what I am calling glasses mode, using these two little bits of plastic here. And the way this works is that you completely detach the back part of the headset that houses the battery, and you simply connect these two pieces in its place. And when the headset is in this glasses mode, as I'm calling it, it is actually a rather different experience. Now, I know that wearing a headset in VR is a very personal thing, and what some people find comfortable, others will not. But for me, I think I actually prefer it in this setting. However, one issue that may be coming to your mind is that without the whole back section clamping down onto your head, is this actually stable in glasses mode? Well, actually it is, because these sections here have a nice rubberized texture to them, which do keep them nicely gripped onto the side of your head. That said, you won't be getting the usual snug, tight fit that you may be used to with VR headsets, and as such, it might take a little bit of getting used to. And sadly, there is slightly more light leakage, although I do tend to get used to that quite quickly. And at first, when trying this setting, it did actually still feel a little bit uncomfortable, because these things do push quite hard into your head in order to create a good fit. However, once you've got them in the correct position, after a minute or so, you just don't even notice they are there. Of course, that could also depend on your own head size, so my results may vary for you. But now the next question is, well, what about power? We have just detached the battery pack, so how are we going to use the thing? And at the end of the day, one of the main points of this headset from HTC is that it is wireless. So are we going to have to just have it plugged in now? Well, there's a couple of solutions here. First off, there is the plug-in solution. You can have a long USB-C cable that connects the headset and then either to your computer, for example, and that will also allow you to engage in PC VR over USB, say if you want to access your Steam VR library, or you can connect it straight into power, perhaps a USB-C cable that goes into the wall. Those are viable options and they will work absolutely fine. However, the method I am using is a little bit different and involves this battery pack here, or power bank rather. And the way this works is very simple. I put this in my pocket and have the USB-C cable that came with the headset, plug it into this, plug it into the headset, and I effectively am good to go. And even though there is that cable that goes from the headset to my pocket, I don't notice that. It is still as good as any other wireless experience. So the great thing about this setup is it effectively gives me the best of both worlds. I still have what I consider to be wireless VR gaming, and I have the additional comfortability of wearing the headset without it feeling crammed all around the side of my head. And what's more, in glasses mode, the headset is just far more convenient. It is so much more simple just to take on and take off. And it really does feel like a whole different kind of VR experience for me. One bit of a warning though, if you are going to go this approach, make sure you have a power bank that is suitable and up to the challenge, because the headset does draw quite a bit of power and will require continuously a 30-watt output. Now this power bank here has two USB-C ports on it. One is 60 watts and one is 100 watts, but don't be deceived, they are not continuous power, okay? In fact, the headset won't work if I plug it into the 60-watt connection because it's not getting enough juice. I have to use the 100-watt connection, in which case it works absolutely fine. One advantage to this particular power bank that is over and above the actual battery that comes with the headset is the actual amount of gaming I can get out of it. So with the battery pack that comes with the HTC Vive XR Elite, you can expect up to 2 hours of usage. With this power bank, 2 hours will take it down about 20 to 25%. So you're looking at about 4 to 5 times as much use with this power bank over the regular VR headset battery. One potential downside is that this power bank, it is quite weighty, okay, but it does fit in my pocket without any issues, and because that weight is being supported on my leg, again, after a minute or so, I don't even notice that it's there. But since I can tell you that this particular battery pack does work, I'll leave a link to it down in the description. This isn't a sponsored video, I purchased this myself, but hey, it's an option, so I'll leave that for you to decide. However, I thought I'd give the glasses mode a try, and I'm really glad that I did. It is just, as I say, an entirely different experience, and I have just been having a blast with it. I don't think it will be for everybody, especially if these things have a tendency to dig into the sides of your temple there, but if you can get around that and find a comfortable fit, I think you may very well prefer it. So folks, I hope this video has been helpful for you. I do plan on making a full video review for the HTC Vive XR Elite. I just want to make sure that I'm getting as much use out of it first so that I can make sure that that is a fair review. So please do stick around the channel in order to be notified of when that goes live over the next few days. But thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.